Dear English native speakers, first, let me introduce myself. My name is Tomoko Mizuno. I've been teaching English here in Japan and invented such a computer game called DoubleMoonSenteceBuildingGame. At first, I planned to compile it for the Japanese people, but unfortunately, they don't seem to be interested in this game at all, according to the result of our market research. I also approached the NHK broadcasting station with this offer, but they wouldn't be interested in this game either. Well, actually, the Japanese people have almost no opportunities to use English here in Japan, so they don't need it, I think. So, I'd like to compile another version for native young children. I have taught English to Japanese children for almost 10 years with this game, but I've been also interested in the education of native children since I read Syntax by Andrew Radford, published by Cambridge University Press. Since this game has such a colorful interface, I think it would interest even native children who are not good at languages. I hope they will be familiar with languages using this game and be fond of reading books. Of course, you can use this game for special education for the gifted, and I will make such a version too. And of course, I think this game perhaps could be useful for immigrants to the English-speaking countries too. Whatever, it is very important to use this game, reading good books, including newspapers or journals, or listening to good English, because if they use this game without coming into daily contact with native English, they would produce weird sentences which don't sound like English. So we must be very cautious. I think such a proposal is supposed to be made through my university or something, but unfortunately, English is originally not my field, although I attended some lectures on English linguistics at my university. I majored in German literature at Kyushu University just because I wanted to study other foreign languages than English I'd already studied 6 years. That's why I became particularly interested in syntax. As you know, the German language has very strict word order. Then I came to be rather interested in practical English, and I took a couple of years of university to go to an urban special school for simultaneous interpreters. As a native speaker of the Japanese language, I've had so many difficulties in studying foreign languages, including English, and now I have a command enough to communicate with native speakers of English, to write such letters, and also to read books written in English, like Syntax, and at last I have come to write such a Japanese-English bilingual novel. The URLs are in the manuscript. If there are any weird expressions which don't sound like English, I'd appreciate it if you do not hesitate to point them out. I also have not bad a command of the German language which I majored in at the university, and I can somehow communicate well with native speakers of French and Russian a little too. Maybe because I'm also very interested in phonetics, since I attended a lecture on phonetics using this book, Better English Pronunciation by J.D. O'Connor, published by Cambridge University Press at Kyushu University. And I often write essays and novels in those three languages too. The URL is in the manuscript. Although compiling this game is my life work, unfortunately I'm not able to have any opportunities to use this game here in Japan, because the Japanese people don't need it. So I'm now seeking for another place where I can get many opportunities to use this game and also get enough money to continue the research. As you looked at the website above, this game has a very colorful interface and is very easy to use. So I think it will definitely please native children, especially who don't like or are not so good at languages. I hope they'll become fond of reading books by using this game. According to the result of my 10-year experimental experience, this game proved to revitalize the players' brains, and actually they have become somehow more intellectual, not only in the field of languages, but also in other fields.